Hello. Thank you for joining me once again. Sorry I've taken so long to come back to you. It's been a difficult week. Lincolnshire police have stolen my dog. It's hurting me very badly. More so than the ribs. Which, thank you for your kind regards. Much better. I'm a fast dealer. A straight dealer. Well, you're too far away really. Let's get close and up personal, shall we? How's that? And tilt you a little bit. Ah! Now I can see you all. It's been a very tough week of saying Lincolnshire Police, the corrupt force, a spent force, all the way up to Assistant Chief Constable. Corrupt. I suspect they're not the only one, because I reported their crimes. They attempted to murder me this week. That's pretty fucking serious in my book. I don't take lightly to people trying to kill me. It's their 11th attempt, I believe. And those are the only ones I've noticed. It's probably more. I didn't even fucking notice because I was just being Carly, wandering through the world oblivious, and just for some reason decided to bolt past and turn 180 degrees in the other direction, missing the certain accident that was designed to wipe me out. Often on my bike. Prior to that, in my car, I no longer drive. Although I have a clean driving licence, you can check that. Clean full UK driving licence. And as you know, I have a magnificent car. But I don't drive. It's far too dangerous. The potholes are horrendous. And they call it Vehicle Excise Duty, VED. Prior to that, it was called the Road Fund Licence. Now, as its name suggests, it was supposed to fund the fucking roads. Well, if you looked around at the state of the UK roads, particularly here in Lincolnshire, where we have 60,000 miles of roads, and very few taxpayers, very few people, we like it that way, please fuck off. If you're from London and you think, oh, I'll move to Lincolnshire, don't. We are the closest thing you'll get to fucking rednecks. No, hillbillies. Which is ironic because we're extremely flat. 16-metre elevation is considered a mountain in Lincolnshire. But it was previously called the Road Fund Licence, and as its name suggests, it was there to fund the fucking roads. There were 60,000 miles of roads, and there was 150,000 people in Lincoln paying a shit ton of money to fund them. But they were in a very poor state of repair, despite the fact they were originally built by the Romans. They didn't really charge. Or built by slaves. Give you Ermine Street. Long straight road built by the Romans. Okay, they use slave labour and there's lots of bones in the road. You call it tomato, I call it tomato. I don't call it either. The source of nicotine is all that matters to me. Juicy fruit. It is a fruit, obviously. Seeds are on the inside. It's not a vegetable. So the fuckers nicked me again. Trumped up charge. No charges, actually. Again. They never charge me. Just fucking arrest me. Put me in cells. Freeze me to death and humiliate me. Strip me of all my clothes this time. Give me a grey oversized sweatshirt and a pair of grey undersized nether garments. Wouldn't even give me my socks, and it's fucking freezing in South Pole, Nick. It's got an air source heat pump, and as we all know, they're fucking useless. So I shoved my tits off, and when I asked for my own socks, they weren't given to me. And the reason given was, "You can't have socks, Mr. Taylor, because of your behaviour." What? I'm an errant sock wearer, a known sock wearer. And then the cunts fucking put me in a car to take me home and tried to kill me. That's now been reported to numerous police forces as a crime. So that's attempted murder. And all the people involved will all be going to jail, and I can't fucking wait to see them go down. I'll turn up at the sentencing hearing as a victim and give them a victim impact statement, and we'll see how much they're smiling when they're in the cells. I don't think it's a nice place to be a former corrupt police officer in a British jail. But you'll have good company. You'll have the sweaty nonce, and King Charles is a pedophile, obviously. His mum was a fucking druid. His dad was a bad one. He was the one who ordered the hit on Princess Diana. They're all gone. They're all gone. Along with the entire British establishment and all the corrupt figures at every levels again of the British establishment. And when they make me king, I wear a big hat with lots of fucking jewels in it. I will move rows of medals unearned, like Prince fucking Charles. King fucking Charles. Don't even dare wear a crown on his bills. It's fucking, when I used to do drugs, I've stopped taking drugs, but it was a bit of a laugh when his banknote came out. He didn't have a crown, notably, because he knew he wasn't a legitimate heir to the British throne. And we would say, "There's some Charlie on that, mate." I still keep a fiver for old time's sake, so I can do Charlie off Charlie. It's going to go the way as Charles I with that one, I think. I don't believe in capital punishment. I don't believe in killing. I've never killed a single human being. And that's true. If you fuck me over, I'll just maim you, and you'll have a reminder of our altercation for life. You'll walk with a limp, possibly piss yourself forever, but I won't kill you. Judgment is God's right and responsibility. But they stole my dog. This afternoon they shot at my cat. These fuckers are desperate, and their Lord Satan has abandoned them, because Satan has finally took the knee. He lost. They begged God for forgiveness. As far as I'm aware, God forgave him. So now all these fucking mystic druids from mystery schools and the Freemasons and the Kabbalists and so on and so forth are doing their rituals, and they ain't fucking working, because their Lord, all his principalities, have abandoned them. It just ain't working anymore. So they're panicking. The Lancashire police are particularly panicking at the moment because they're being investigated by numerous outside forces. It's been going on for 6 months. I wasn't able to talk about it until now. But crossed a fucking line when they stole my dog and shot at my cat. So the gloves are off, motherfuckers. I don't expect any more attempts on my life. I will speak my truth. The dongle, because the point of the arrest was that once you're arrested, it gives them the automatic right to search your property. But I'll just give you a little look at my property. Do you see how messy everything is? Well, there's a reason for that. Because normally when the police search a property, they're very disrespectful. They pull out the drawers and throw them on the floor, and that's how they know they've searched that particular area. Whereas this place looks pre-searched. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, because everywhere looks fucking like a bomb's hit it, making it nigh on impossible for them to ascertain where has been previously searched, and thereby almost impossible to find that for which they seek, which was a small dongle about 3 inches long. Spoiler alert, it's not even in the building. There are 12 copies. Some of them aren't even in the country. Why do you think I spent 3 months in Japan and a month in Tbilisi, Georgia earlier this year? What was I doing? I was working with international agencies. This is a takedown. The net is tightening. Their lord and master has disappeared, and they're fucking panicking. For evidence, I give you Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. We'll just call him a sweaty nonce, shall we? Shall we? That's just the tip of the iceberg. A couple of days ago, the Bishop of Lincoln was arrested. I won't tell you what for, but you can probably guess. These organ harvesting, people trafficking, child sex abusers are fucked. And I am proud to have been part of their fuckery. People keep saying to me, Carl, will you run for MP? No, I don't think we can solve this with voting. I admire the work of heroes such as Rupert Lowe, and I'm sure they're well intentioned. But this shit don't get solved by voting. Democracy is fundamentally flawed at its heart. No, what we need is a ruthless dictator. They offered me the PMship and I said no. I want to be king. I want to be master overlord of the fucking universe. On a gold throne and a big hat full of jewels and 2 leopards, sisters, either side. I'll sit on my golden throne, presiding, stroking their heads. And if anyone in the court displeases me, my girls will dispatch of them in front of everyone, eviscerating their bowels on the floor as a warning to others. Time for democracy is over. It's time for a despot. But it's a benign despot, a kind and loving dictator, the kind that you don't see these days. A Genghis Khan, a Kali E.You.Ga, if you like. And my time has come. And no, I'm not fucking Jesus. No, that reads wrong. I am not Jesus. Jesus is way better than me. I'm just a humble baker, forester. Some might call me Loki, the chaos entity, Kali, of the Kali E.You.Ga fame. Pan. I have many names throughout history. And I'm back, baby. And there's nothing they can do to stop me at this point. They've shown their hand. And they've taken their best shot. 11 attempts on my life that I've noticed. And apparently it didn't work. Because I have protection from my Father above. And not one, but 2 guardian angels. They're not just low-level angels. One's name is Michael. The other is Gabriel in the Arabic. Now, not many people have 2 archangels as their personal guardians. Either makes me important or dangerous. Which spins me back to what I believe it was Friedrich Nietzsche. It may have been Homer or Aristotle. Can't remember. So many philosophers said about philosophers. He said at best they're useless, and at worst they're dangerous. You don't need a philosopher in your life because we don't have emotional attachments. Game theory, the best outcome with game theory is universally accepted, ask any mathematician, as a tit for 2 tats. And I'll explain that to you. A tit is much more severe than a tat. So you get a tat. An example of this may be, if you let your Afghan hound shit on my lawn, I'll give you a tat. I'll knock on your door, or bring the poo back in a bag, hand it to you and say, you let your Afghan shit on my lawn. You've disappointed me. Please don't do it again. And that's that. And that is often where the matter ends. However, if you allow your Afghan shit on my lawn a second time, you then get a tit. And a tit is way more severe than a tat. So a tat might be, your dog shits on my lawn. And the second tat, after a warning, polite but severe, if you allow it to happen again, then you draw down a tit. And that is where I pour petrol on your dog, set fire to it, fuck it on the lawn, burn your house down and kill all of your family. That is the difference in severity, and universally accepted as the best course of action in game theory. Well, Lincolnshire police are on their second tat. Their next move is pivotal. Their protection is gone. Their satanic overlord has bent the knee to the creator and will not support them. They're out on a limb. And if they continue to fuck with me and don't bring my dog back too fucking sweet, they will receive my tit. Gabish? Anyway, I've got a catchphrase now. You'll find me now on Instagram, X, Rumble, YouTube, and all over available platforms. I may even start my own. Take my warning very seriously, because from this point on, you will be held accountable. You may have claimed ignorance with your little going to your lodge and wearing your little apron and rolling your sleeves up and your knees up and having our knees up. I pray to God that you get on your knees and beg for forgiveness, because now you're aware, I have told you, you have been tatted, you have been seen. It's a friendly reminder of such. Should you continue with your bullshittery, you will receive the full wrath of God, delivered via me, Carl E. Tree. Please like, share and subscribe, or don't. I've never given a fuck, and I'm less likely to give a fuck now.